From Katy Perry to Kid Rock, Lord to Skid Row, Jason Flom has an ear for discovering talent that's going all the way to the top. But the legendary music executive also has an eye for people languishing at the very bottom of society, men and women behind bars for crimes they claim they did not commit.
When the judge banged the gavel down and sent him home, and I went, oh my God, I have a superpower. So that's how it started. It was like a eureka moment.
That moment sent Flom headfirst down a new path as an advocate for criminal justice reform. He's a founding board member of the Innocence Project, which says that since 1993, it's received letters from more than 65,000 inmates seeking help proving their innocence. Since 2016, Flom has put a spotlight on dozens of those using the Wrongful Conviction podcast.
It wasn't even the right crime.
In hundreds of conversations with experts, advocates, attorneys, and even the people themselves serving time, he delves into the darkness of injustice. It's here potential new evidence is shared, new theories tested. And there's one goal for each highlighted case: exoneration. If it takes a music executive and a podcast to overturn convictions, what does that say about our criminal justice system?
It says our criminal justice system needs to be overhauled from top to bottom. People say it's broken. It's not really broken. It's actually operating the way it was designed to operate. I think one of the main problems is that it's so far over capacity that there's no time to pay attention to the actual facts.
They're key facts that Flom says in many cases may have been overlooked, dismissed, or distorted. Now it's media platforms and podcasts like Wrongful Conviction that are helping to bring those potentially game-changing details to light in cases from coast to coast, often long after an innocent person has been locked up.
No one in this world is capable of giving me the time that I lost.
John Adrian Velasquez spent 23 years, 7 months, and 8 days in a New York prison for a murder he didn't commit. He was freed just this past September, almost a decade after new reporting on his case first forced prosecutors to re-examine how he ended up there to begin with.
I'm hoping that jurors' minds are changed by listening to our stories, because they have power that they don't understand.
It's power that impacts the lives of real people. A Texas mother on death row who attorneys say was coerced into a confession in the death of her child. A Pennsylvania barber who served a decade for a robbery he didn't commit. And an Ohio sex trafficking survivor sentenced to life for the death of her pimp, even though she didn't fire the shot that killed him.
Every time I hear a story, I think it can't get worse than that, and it does. This doesn't just destroy one person's life, it destroys entire families, entire communities.
Maggie Freeling's job is to reconstruct cases and shine a light on the problems associated with mass incarceration. She'll be behind the mic as the Wrongful Conviction podcast expands to tell even more stories.
Every person that I interview says, no, I knew that this could happen, but I never thought it would happen to me. It can happen, and I want people to know it does happen, and we need to stop it from happening.
That's Jason Flom's goal, too. He says music will always be his passion, but freeing the innocent has become his mission.
I'm going to keep doing this until I run out of breaths to take, because unfortunately we'll never run out of stories to tell.
I'm Josie Sturman for Spotlight on America.